Hi everyone, a couple of people said they struggle with question 3 and question 6. I'm just going to go through question 3 now. Okay, so we have, write down the equation of a line which is parallel to this line and passes through the point with coordinate 0, 5. Well, the first point I'm struggling with is this looks really weird. So let's just copy that out. And then I'm going to try and put it in the form y equals mx plus c, because then I can see what my gradient is, and therefore I can work out what my parallel gradient is. Well, in order to get it in the form y equals mx plus c, I need to make y the subject, i.e. I need to make it y equals with something with x, etc. on the other side. First thing that's bothering me is this x. Subtract that on both sides. That's going to leave me with cancel, so just leaves me with 2y equals 4 minus x. This is still 2y and I just want y on its own, remember, so I'm going to divide through by 2 on both sides. That's just going to leave me with y, and I'll write it like this first, then I'll rearrange it. Over 2. Well, that still doesn't really help me that much, but if you remember, this is the same as 4 divided by 2. In fact, let me just write that first. Minus x divided by 2. Well, what does that leave me with? Well, 4 divided by 2 is 2, and minus x divided by 2. If we think about it, that's the same as a 1 there, isn't it? If we think about it, if I have x on its own, that's the same as a 1. So if I have minus x, that's the same as minus 1 over x. Sorry, minus 1x over 2. Or this is the same as minus half x. So just to confirm, I could leave it like this if I'm confident manipulating from this perspective, but I'm just going to put it in the form of something x plus the number, plus or minus the number. So minus a half x. And then this 2 is positive. Compare it with my mx plus c. Well, my gradient is negative a half. My y-intercept is 2. Don't care what my y-intercept is for this. Write down the equation of a line which is parallel, i.e. has the same gradient. This is the gradient. So I know that my line has a gradient of negative a half x. And because it goes through the point 0, 5, if I have the value where x equals 0, this is my y-intercept. Plus 5. Okay. It's a bit stingy for 2 marks there. I think that'll probably be 3 marks or more in an actual exam.